Coffee has come a long way since it was first discovered in the 9th century. It is the world's second most traded commodity after petroleum today. It is one of the main commodities contributing to world economic growth. While the coffee business is booming in many developed countries, the large increase in coffee production has caused coffee prices to plummet in recent years. This has caused immense hardship to developing countries, where coffee is the key economic activity. Although the global coffee industry earns $40 billion annually, coffee farmers may earn as little as 4 cents a pound for the coffee they pick by hand. This has caused increased economic and social hardship, and increasing income inequality gaps between the developing and developed countries. Did you know 25 million families around the world work in coffee fields and totally depend on the coffee crop as their only source of income? Non-sustainable coffee farming practices in many regions are also threatening environmental preservation. Vietnam is the world's leading Robusta coffee producer and exporter, exporting approximately 900,000 tons of coffee every year, worth $1.5 billion. In the Dak Lak province, the capital of Vietnam's Central Highlands, coffee production accounts for about 50% of Vietnam's total coffee exports. The Trung Nguyen Company is a significant contributor to total coffee volume, with great vision to advance Vietnam to the next level of economic development, while ensuring environmental sustainability. In 1996, a young man aged 25 in Vietnam dreamed of finding a solution to the problems facing the global coffee production industry. Mr. Dang Le Nguyen Vu, once a village boy, had a vision to market a sustainable coffee philosophy to the world. This philosophy included promoting safe and sustainable coffee growing practices by growing more coffee varieties to preserve the robust nature of the coffee plant and ensure preservation of biodiversity. He also aimed to promote fair trade farming and introduce guaranteed pricing for coffee to increase farmers' wages and better their living standards. Trung Nguyen places great emphasis on contributing to the community and fulfilling its social responsibilities. It supports many initiatives to promote entrepreneurship in Vietnam. These include campaigns on creative product branding and development of local agriculture. What is at the core of this philosophy? A vision to use coffee as a catalyst to connect people and make coffee an integral part of people's lives. We want to promote coffee as fuel for the knowledge economy, just like oil is fuel for the industrial economy, says the founder. The vision came to fruition in 1996, as Vu went on to become the founder of the Trung Nguyen Company. Once started off as a small fledgling coffee company, Trung Nguyen has grown into a huge coffee empire today. The world coffee industry, which had long been dominated by European and American coffee firms, had their existing philosophies challenged as Trung Nguyen introduced their special coffee recipe for success by introducing a combination of 4 of the world's tastiest coffee zones: Robusta coffee grains, rated the most delicious in Vietnam due to their stable taste and strong flavor; Ethiopian coffee, where coffee began; Arabica coffee grains from Jamaica; and coffee from Brazil, combined with modern processing technology and blending of rare oriental herbs and secret natural ingredients to create a familiar yet unique coffee concept. Vietnam's Central Highlands is one of the few places in the world to produce weasel coffee, a special coffee made from beans that have been digested by a weasel. Originating from Indonesia, it is also known as civet coffee or kopi luwak and is the rarest and most expensive coffee in the world. Exactly what role does the civet play in the production of this special coffee? The palm civet sources out the ripest and sweetest coffee cherries it can find. These coffee beans undergo a magical transformation on their journey, combining with enzymes as they pass through the animal's digestive tract. The beans are expelled from the animal largely intact and are covered with some of the coffee berries' inner layers. The coffee beans are patiently harvested from forest floors, thoroughly washed and sun-dried. To ensure that the many intertwined flavors from the digestive process are preserved, the beans are lightly roasted. The resulting coffee is uniquely rich, smooth and strong, with a hint of caramel or chocolate that lingers on the tongue with a delightful aftertaste. The unique origins of this rare exotic gourmet coffee make it labor-intensive and time-consuming to produce. Gourmet coffee lovers are willing to pay a premium for this rare and exotic blend. Each year, the world's coffee producers supply just 200 to 300 kilograms of weasel coffee at an astronomical price of $1,200 to $4,500 per kilogram. The low volume of expensive weasel coffee encouraged Trung Nguyen to raise weasels within the Trung Nguyen coffee plantations. These rare weasels will be provided a safe environment in which to enjoy their favorite coffee cherries and make available a continuous production of the world's most delicious coffee that is superb when served hot and sensational when served iced. The boost in investment for weasel coffee production will also help to market and brand Vietnam on a prestigious global stage. Interestingly, it's been said that many who claim to have been drinking weasel coffee in Vietnam have actually been drinking Trung Nguyen Legendee coffee. Specially produced with an exclusive enzyme treatment process that mimics the changes produced in the coffee beans by the weasel, Legendee coffee is as distinctive and good as the genuine article at 1/10 the price. It is at the Trung Nguyen Coffee Factory, a one-stop shop, that the roasting, packaging and storing of coffee for distribution takes place. To preserve quality, only the freshest and ripest beans are selected for roasting. The freshness of coffee is unmistakable. The entire coffee roasting process emits a distinctive aromatic coffee fragrance that permeates throughout the entire compound. While modern technology is used in coffee roasting, Trung Nguyen stays true to its tradition of valuing the human touch. The entire coffee packaging process involves the manual stirring and packaging of coffee at the factory. Trung Nguyen's recipe for success is evident. It took just 4 short years to dominate the Vietnam market. Trung Nguyen was launched in Hanoi in the year 2000. From 2000 to 2003, more than 100 Trung Nguyen coffee outlets were set up across Vietnam. Today, Trung Nguyen has 600 employees and 400 franchises in 61 cities and provinces, and delivers more than 6 million cups of coffee daily to provinces throughout Vietnam, and controls a third of the instant coffee market. Trung Nguyen has made waves throughout Vietnam since its founding, and it's also started to make its way into the international market in countries such as the United States, France, Thailand, Japan and Singapore. Did you know 50,000 participants attended Trung Nguyen's G7 Instant Coffee Festival launch in 2003, and 89% out of 13,000 respondents voted in favor of G7 coffee over brand X. Even as Trung Nguyen coffee has been shipped to more than 40 nations in the world to date, accounting for 20% of output, the young visionary has not stopped dreaming. He has a vision to build a global coffee sanctuary right in the heart of Vietnam. This will help market unique Vietnamese coffee to wider world regions and welcome tourists the world over. He aims to achieve this by building a strong foundation to raise coffee production standards and create a sustainable coffee industry for Vietnam to move into global coffee production and export. On the road to fulfilling this goal, 2007 marked the beginning of a transformation wave. The concept of the Buôn Ma Thuột coffee paradise was born in Vietnam's Central Highlands, the holy land for coffee lovers. In 2007, a Coffee Culture Week was held in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, an event of cultural celebration to bring people from various Vietnam provinces together. 2008 marked the first year of coffee in the coffee calendar, coined the Buôn Ma Thuột Coffee Festival. People from different walks of life came together to participate in coffee discussions, tour coffee exhibitions, and participate in an array of cultural entertainment and art performances. Vu's vision for the global coffee sanctuary is already in the works. A blueprint for this sanctuary has been drawn up for Buôn Ma Thuột, with project development plans for approximately 3,000 hectares of coffee. In 2009, the world had a glimpse of what is to come at the future coffee paradise. A massive $40 billion investment was pumped in to build the Trung Nguyen coffee factory in Buôn Ma Thuột. This massive factory is equipped with the world's best computer and modern technology. It handles the packaging, separation and storing of coffee to be shipped to various world regions. The Trung Nguyen Corporation also has a vision to create a global holy coffee land, which aims at building a huge community within the Central Highlands to bring people and communities together in long-term cooperation and to help stabilize and boost the Vietnam economy. What can ardent coffee lovers anticipate at the coffee paradise? Coffee enthusiasts the world over can expect to be immersed in an enriching, dream-filled, once-in-a-lifetime coffee cultural experience. They will experience tours through coffee museums, research institutes, and savor the history and tastes of every coffee imaginable to understand the meaning behind a cup of fresh brew. But that's not all. Coffee explorers of the world will have a relaxing and revitalizing experience unlike any other on mountain exploration tours and coffee-inspired spas infused with the essence of coffee. At the Coffee Paradise, visitors will get the experience of a lifetime as they embark on a journey of self-discovery through coffee.